Welcome to Reformed and Real, where we take a journey with our people fresh out of prison and how the community around them really feels. My name is Mario Hernandez, and I'm one of the afflicted people that got released back into the community, and we're here to try and figure out how this looks.
And I'm Wayne Burt, curious onlooker who wants to know about our prison system, get to know the stories beyond the stigma of incarceration, and because, like Mario, I believe all stories count.
Yep, just like we always say, they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, every story counts. So who do we have today, Wayne?
We have Jamie Sherman in the house. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, Jamie.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Yep.
You said, I don't know what this is about. And I said, well, you'll soon know what this is about.
It's about you.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Everybody always asks, will you give me a worksheet? And I'm like, nope.
Like a little hint, maybe?
No, the worksheet's called Life.
Exactly. It's life, the life worksheet. All right. So thank you for being here, Jamie. And,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. This is, as if you don't already know, this is our 13th episode of Reformed and Real.
Nice.
And, we're proud to have that.
We sure are.
Yeah. And so we got you here today, Jamie. I know you from a few different people in the community. And one thing that we like to do is we like to tell people out there how those of us that have been incarcerated or that have had addiction issues, how we're doing, right? Because what we want is we want to bring the community to see that we're capable of change.
Yes.
With the right support.
Definitely.
So on that note, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I grew up not far from Boise, over in Caldwell. Throughout my childhood, both parents were addicts. My dad was an alcoholic. Mom was a drug addict. When I was 12, mom went to prison. Dad ran off to another state. So I moved in with grandma, got involved in drugs and gangs at an early age. About 4 years later, mom gets out and we move over to Ada County, still seeking, I guess, acceptance from people that really weren't positive influences in my life. That went on for years. Till about 2005, the first time I would go to prison. Got out, went back again about 2008. Did good for a while again, just hanging out with the wrong people. Let's see, 2012, got married, had a daughter, did good, got in trouble again, got divorced, same old thing. Let's see, 2016, went to drug court, graduated 2018, kept using, day after graduation, started using again, wasn't ready. And then, let's see, 2021, let's go back. 2019, overdosed on drugs. My daughter was there. This one's a rough one. Saved my life, called the police, called the ambulance. That really wasn't enough, kept using, and finally in 2021, by the grace of God, somebody called the police on me and I got arrested and started my stint in prison, almost 4 years. Did 4 years in prison, dropped my ego, when I got there. Figured if I don't start changing when I get to prison, I'm not going to change when I get out. You can't you can't do that same stuff in prison that you were doing on the streets and then get out and expect everything to be okay.
Right.
So once I did that, made some changes, got out of prison June of 24, and life's been wonderful ever since.
What are you doing now?
I am the assistant general manager of IHOP here in Boise.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Life's good. Got a good girlfriend. Our kids are good. Got money in the bank, actually. Actually have a bank account.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
One that's in good standing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And things are just good. I couldn't ask for anything else.
Sweet.
Grateful to be alive. Just happy to be here, helping others.
So you do some other things too now. When you leave drug court, there's always opportunity there. Did you take that opportunity?
Yeah. So part of being a drug court graduate is you're always welcome. It's called drug court alumni. And so drug court alumni is a group of graduates that all haven't actually stayed sober. Some people do relapse it, but it's a safe place for people to go that either want help or want to help others. So I'm in a group called ACTS Alumni. It's ACTS. It's Ada County Treatment Services Alumni Group. What we do is we meet, find out where we can help in the community, what services we can volunteer for, what, just try to give back from a community that we took so much from over the years.
That's a good place to be.
Absolutely.
Giving back to where you took from. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like there's no greater feeling than doing something for somebody that can never repay you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that you're not looking for.
Yeah.
For
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like you're just doing it because it helps you feel better about yourself. It's like, it's weird that the best gratification you get is from just helping somebody.
Yeah. Selflessness helps self.
Yeah. It's like
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So it's a 180 from the old selfish, do whatever you want, to the selfless, to do everything for other people.
Yeah. Everything was, I felt like everything I had in my life before I got sober was I had ulterior motives. Like, what can I get from this relationship? Everything.
Yeah.
And so now, if I'm honest, no matter what, despite the consequences, whether it's going to send me to prison, whether it's going to make my family mad at me, as long as I'm honest, it's just the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best thing for me.
So how does you're an alumni at drug court? So how does that affect you, like at work? Because I know personally people that have gone to you for work that are in recovery that need help. So you've done that. I mean, how does that help you at work?
It just helps me be of service to others. Like I get so many people, and I can tell when they come in. Some people are out of prison and they want a job, and some people are not, are still on the streets. And from being involved in that lifestyle for so long, I know which ones are a good fit for work and which ones still need a little bit more time to work on themselves before they'd be good for, the business that we're trying to run. So,
you know what? That's probably the best thing that I've heard said in a long time, is that you're not judging them. They just need a little bit more work.
Yeah.
But they'll be there. Right?
And, I did a interview with a girl the other day, and when she came in, I was like, okay, let's do an interview. And then I knew her from somewhere. So I did some research and found out she was still in trouble. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you could be going to jail soon. So how about you take care of this jail stuff, and the day you get out, you walk over here and I'll hire you that day. I said, but until that point, I can't, So it's hard sometimes making those decisions, but it's for the best, You
have to make sure people are ready.
Yeah.
Or as ready as they're going to be.
Yeah. I'm 43 years old. It took me till I turned 40 years old to figure my life out, Yeah. And,
when you're working with other people, like in ACTS, right, and all that stuff, do you see yourself in some of the younger people?
Oh, yes. It's more in the little things throughout. Like, one thing will just catch my attention, and I'm like, that's so me. You know what I mean? Like, that was me. And that's what draws me in more, I feel, is like, I have a relationship now. Now I can start a conversation. I can be like, hey, just so you know, like, that happened to me too. Like, I did that too. You're not the only one in the world that did all these horrible things in your life, but that doesn't define who you're going to be.
That's great.
That's got to be helpful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And when I first got out this time, I kind of felt like I was missing something. And so I was so focused on work that I was like, well, just because life's good doesn't mean that there's not going to be situations that come up that make me vulnerable. So I just told myself I'm going to work more on being of service so that I can keep my side of the street clean and still help others without putting myself in a situation where, because it only takes one bad situation, and then you make one bad choice, and I'm not a one-time guy. Like, it's all or nothing for me. So I stay away from all drugs. I don't hang out with people that use drugs. Drinking people socially, they can do that. I can't do it. I stay away from all drugs and alcohol. It's just not a thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
change everything about the way things used to be. Yeah, people, places, and things, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And when I first got arrested, before I went to prison, my counselor from drug court actually got a hold of one of the deputies in Ada County, and she comes and gets me, and I don't know what's going on. And she takes me to the classroom, and she pulls out her phone, and it's a Zoom with my counselor and the one that I graduated from. And he's like, well, I'm glad you're still alive, Mr. Sherman. And he's like, are you done? And I was like, yeah, Paul, I'm done. So
Awesome.
yeah.
That must have felt good.
It did. It did. When I got arrested, even, I was just like, thank God it's over. You know what I mean? Because those last 2 years were overdosing, you know what I mean? Putting my daughters through bad situations, you know what I mean? Hurting my family, stealing from my family, just anything I could do to satisfy myself, you know, get my drugs. And then I just had to literally drop my ego, all those old people. I even told my parole officer when I got out, I was like, I need you to tell me that I can't live with this certain person, because
I did that too. That's funny.
I was like, I paroled out to this person twice, and I've relapsed both times. And so I need you to make this a rule for me, a stipulation of my probation, parole, that I cannot be around. I cannot live with this person. So, yeah.
It's an easy way to break up with somebody when you're in that situation, right?
Yeah.
When you don't have the courage, you just tell your PO, you know what, I shouldn't be hanging around that person at all.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. Well, one of the hard parts I didn't realize till I got older was that even when it comes to family, if they're not healthy for you, it doesn't matter if they're family or if they're friend. They're just not healthy for you.
They're not healthy. Yeah. It's one way or the other.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't just
good
be older family, you know, so it's okay. Well, no, it's not. It's not okay.
It's not, yep.
And so can they officially stipulate that in a parole condition?
Yeah.
What do they call that? Like
a no contact order
or a directive? A directive. It's
even
anytime they tell you anything, that's it. It's in stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell you can't go down this block right here.
Yeah.
If you go down that block, it's a violation.
Because every time you talk to them, they're typing. And they're taking notes of every single thing, because they got so many people, you know, with the way that the prison system is so crowded now, and all these parole officers got so many people on their caseload. They're just like me, I'm on low supervision now, and I've never even met my new PO. It's been a year, and I don't even... I pay I check in online. I'm good to go. I mind my P's and Q's. I pay my COS, and
it's a good feeling.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean.
Like the self checkout line.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean.
Exactly.
And it's just nice to feel accomplished. All my bills are paid. You know what I mean. Like I got credit that's like not maxed out. You know what I mean.
All these amazing things.
Like I open the mailbox and there's another offer every day. I'm like, you guys need to stop. You know what I mean? Like, quit sending me out. You guys are wasting paper.
Listen,
now.
I know I'm popular.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling, you know. And I got an amazing girlfriend right now that like, she like pushes me every day to be better. Like she calls me on my crap. She is a good influence to my daughter, because my daughter's mom isn't doing so well. So I waited a year after being out of prison before I even got in any relationship. I was like, I'm going to find one that I can be like, that's a good influence for my kid. You know, that's somebody that I can see raising my daughter. So, yeah.
That's important.
That's
great.
It is, because there's people, like the state took her when I was in prison from her mom. They called me. They're like, what do you want to do? I was like, take her. I was like, it's the best place for her. If it's not going good with her mom, like, I'll get her. You know what I mean? It took me 11 months to close my case with Child Protective Services.
And what happens to the daughter when that happens? Take her.
So they just put her in foster care. Luckily, her best friend's parents were like, we'll take her.
Yeah. So
they got certified through the state. They took her in. Amazing family. Helped me so much when I got out. The gentleman, the dad, he gave me a bicycle to use, gave me rides, gave me some money. He's like, hey, man, just worry about you. She's good here. You know what I mean? That door, it's never locked. You can walk in her house whenever you want, and you're always welcome here. And he's like, get your stuff going. And then when it's time, save up some money, and you'll have her back. And it took me 11 months.
It's a blessing, ain't it?
Kudos.
Yeah. The CPS was just like, I don't know how you did it, man. Like, I've never seen anybody. I was like, man, I'm ready, man. You know what I mean? Like, that life is gone.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
We're joined by Jamie Sherman, talking a little bit about his life. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
How's your relationship with your daughter?
So my relationship with my daughter is really good. At first, there was a lot of, I felt like I was trying to make up for not being there. Guilt for what her mom put her through when I was gone. Guilt for what I put her through. You know, like I couldn't imagine being 8 years old and finding your dad unresponsive on the living room floor and then going to the neighbor's house and being like, something's wrong with my dad.
Yeah.
So, now our relationship's really good. There is damage that was done by both me and her mother. Nothing that's not fixable or to work through. You know, we did counseling for a while whenever I got out. Some things came to light. Some things aren't ready yet that she's ready to talk about, but I feel like she's open and she's honest and she's got a 3.5 GPA and socially maybe could be a little bit more social. But I mean, a 13-year-old girl, I mean,
yeah,
you know, it's a very hormonal household sometimes, you know? So, it is what it is though. I mean, I'm blessed, you know, she's seen so much, like she is way beyond her years.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately the shit stuff that she went through, I believe it has made her totally want to be away from like drugs or any sort of like any sort of that stuff, you know, the stuff that we put her through.
Yeah, she's gotten it up close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stove is hot.
Yeah, the stove is hot. She's like, I don't want no part of that. And like, she knows, you know, and there's still a couple people in my family that still haven't got it together yet. And she knows. And it's just like, I just tell her, baby, they're still sick.
Yeah.
They're still sick. And until they can understand and feel and within themselves that one, they're sick, and two, their life needs to change, there's nothing we can do for them.
Yeah. So how do they feel about you? The ones that are still sick, how do they feel about you and where you're at? Because they knew you at your worst, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're happy and they feel like just happy for me that I finally got my life together. One thing I've realized within them is that whenever you get sober, all the stuff that you've done, all the wreckage that you've caused, it hits you hard. And so they don't feel that. They have still yet to feel that. So they still glorify the behaviors, talk about how good they are. And so it's just not healthy for extended communication with them. So I kind of limit the communication and yeah.
They respect those boundaries though, right?
Most of the time,
Yeah.
you know, and I try to have patience and, but there's only so much that I'll put up with. Like, I don't condone that behavior. So any help is like, hey, I'll take you here, I'll take you there, but like, I'm not going to give you money because I'm not going to let you spend my money on drugs because my money's for, you know, food and bills and responsible things, not drugs.
Right.
You know,
that's pretty cool. You know, that's an established boundary that you need to have as
good.
somebody in recovery.
Yeah, it puts you in a little bit of a limbo because that's kind of in the not good for you category.
Oh, yeah.
Yet they're still family members.
Yeah. And, you know, it's the best advice I can give somebody that's fresh out is have boundaries. Boundaries will save your life. They will. They will. And it's, you know, my counselor told me one time, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
Yep.
So if 3 of the people you're hanging out with are using, you know what? You're probably going to use soon.
My mom said something about that one time. She says, well, she goes, watch where you put your feet, because if you step in dog poop, guess what? You're going to smell like dog poop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. You know, and there was where I live, there was an incident the other day. We get home and there's all these fire trucks. And so we're like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And my mom lives in the same area, so she's older. So I'm like, Mom, you know what I mean? So I call her and she's like, no, something happened downstairs. And I guess, unfortunately, young adult overdosed fentanyl and then died. You know what I mean? Lost his life.
Mm-hmm.
So told the kids, like, just so you know, because I try not to hide anything from the kids. I feel like the way it's such a severe epidemic right now that they need to be aware that, like, it only takes one time and that's it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Game over. You know, times have changed since I was introduced to the drug community and drugs in general, you know. And so just the realization that it only takes one time and then that's it.
Yep. Change yours and your life ends and you change everybody else's lives around you forever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was pretty graphic, you know. Like they had, I think it's called a Lucas machine.
Mm-hmm.
It does chest compressions for the paramedics. And it's just a surreal feeling to think back, like, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that was me. And I don't remember any of it. I just remember thinking, oh no, that was my last thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I woke up in the hospital. That was it.
So you felt it coming, huh?
Yeah.
You felt the end was right there.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so it just feels, and you know what? And sometimes I drive by the house it happened at, and it's like, I almost died, like right there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, you know, save dad. Save dad's life.
Do you ever tell her that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And sometimes I'll point stuff out to her. And just like the situation I just talked about what happened over where I live. And she's like, I think I know what drugs do, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of defensive, kind of, I wouldn't say angry, but like kind of, I don't know the word, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just telling Dad what's up, I guess.
Yeah. My daughter's the same way. She says she uses expletives when she talks about people that are on drugs. She's like, that, this, and that, this, and she just goes off. And I'm like, dang, you still mad at your dad?
Yeah.
But it wasn't mad, you know, they're hurt and they'll always be hurt. Even 10 years from now, there'll still be a little bit of hurt from that situation. And we just got to make them feel better. And the stronger we are, the longer we keep our stuff together and make the right choices, and they start feeling better. And that's our job, right?
Oh yeah. As
raise
parents.
Our kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I seen a reel the other day, and it was of a guy, and he's putting on his work boots, and he's older, and it just says, he's talking to his body, and it says, just keep going until my kids don't need me anymore. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I feel you, man. I feel you sometimes in the morning. I'm like, because some days are rough, you know?
Sure.
You know, from 94 to 2021, I used drugs, you know, and that's, I started at 12 years old. My body's been through a little bit. So some days are harder than others, but, you know, I try to take care of myself better today, you know, and take care of my mind, because a healthy mind's a healthy body for sure.
Yeah. Make right choices, right?
Oh yeah.
It gives you guys so much purpose.
Yeah.
Just fills up your entire day. doesn't it?
Yeah. And just being of service is just so fulfilling.
Yeah.
And it's harder with 3 kids and responsibility is at work, to be of more of service, but I can do that at work also.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can be of service to people because there's a lot of people that work for me that have passed or struggle. So I try to be as understanding within reason that I can,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, is there like one thing that we can pass on that you can pass on to people that are listening out there, whether they're struggling addiction, whether they're a family member that's got somebody going through addiction, somebody in prison? Give us a word of wisdom, something that will help.
I'll do something on people that get out of prison is what I'll go towards, because I think it's the best advice is if your feet don't hurt at the end of the day, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
When you first get out, it's going to be hard. I would suggest deter from social media until you're ready. I believe alcohol will make people make bad choices because a lot of people get out and they're like, oh, I can drink alcohol. It's not drugs or whatever. And then they're vulnerable and they make bad choices. And next thing you know, they're using drugs and they're headed back to prison. So be honest, always be honest, despite the consequences. That's with police, that's with your family, that's with your PO. I've never not been honest with my PO, and I feel like it's always benefited me, whether it's internally or it's like I didn't go to jail or they gave me treatment or whatever. Like, just be honest in life,
Right on. Well, we've been having this amazing conversation with you, and I just want to tell people out there that this is the reason why we do this, because there's a lot of us out there, isn't there?
There's a lot.
You included. So many people out there that have changed their lives. So if you're listening to this, you're an employer, you're a leasing agent company, you're just somebody walking down the street, support is what it takes to help everybody come out of this. And we need to bring everybody into the community and get them to be healthy, happy, productive members out here. And it's a possibility and it's a reality that people like us get out of prison. And and you're showing it. You're proving it. You're proving the point. Why we're here today is that people change and people get better.
Yes, they do. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great to have you an example. Yeah. And I have a lot more feet metaphors today.
Yeah, you got 2 for sure.
Yeah. If they don't hurt by the end of the day and don't step in, you know what?
Yeah. Doggy do.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. Well, thank you again, Jamie, for being here. And Wayne, that was awesome. This was a good one.
Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it's my pleasure being here. I like being of service, and anytime I can help you guys out, I'm more than willing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you're at IHOP where?
IHOP on Emerald.
All right, everybody, get down and see Jamie over there.
Yeah, I bet the service is great.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. It actually is. That's a great store.
Yeah.
And everybody, thank you for joining us right here on Reformed and Real. We will be back here next week and with some more great stories from great people.
Yep. Have a good one, everybody.
See you guys later.